Acumbamail is back on AppSumo as part of their anniversary exclusives. Now, this tool has nearly 650 reviews, but I wonder how good this really is. So today I'm going to be doing an Acumbamail review and demo. Then after, I'll break down my honest opinion about this email marketing platform. Now, if you are on the hunt for the best SaaS deals to grow your business, I have this private Notion document that I update every single week with the newest and best AppSumo deals, including other marketing software that you can use to grow your business. Now, if you want free access to this Notion spreadsheet, just click the link in my description. Now, if you don't want to browse this Notion doc, you could just check out my landing page on AppSumo that lists out some of my favorite deals you can purchase right now, including some of my most popular YouTube videos that you can watch right over here. So if you want to check out my custom page on AppSumo, just click that second link in the description. Now, Acumbamail starts at $79 for license tier 1. Now, keep in mind that prices will increase in a little over 6 days. And you can purchase up to license tier 6 for $780. Now, I really like how this deal is structured because regardless of which tier you get, you will get access to all of the features listed out right here. The only difference is the total number of email sends per month and the total number of campaign views per month. Now, I'm not exactly sure why they limit the campaign previews per month, because I feel like you should have full access to this feature to make sure all of your email campaigns look good. And depending on the size of your email list and business, the total number of email sends per month could be on the lower side. So this limit ranges between 20,000 email sends per month up to 1 million for license tier 6. Now, 20,000 could be nothing because, say for example, you have a list of 10,000 subscribers. If that's the case, you could only email them 2 times per month, and that's really, really low. But if you have an email list of just a few hundred, then the 20,000 per month would be just fine. So it really depends on how many subscribers you have in your list. Now, you also have access to A/B testing, complete reports, which is really nice. I do like the reports in Acumbamail, which I'll show you in a moment. Another great feature is their list cleaning feature. And you can connect your Facebook audiences into the tool, and you can actually sell this software as your own as part of your agency's offerings. And I'll show you how to set up your agency account and give other people access. There's also integrations as well, like webhooks, Zapier, ConnectZit, Pabbly Connect, and Integrately. Now, when I was testing out this tool, I couldn't find a way to access these integrations, and I'll discuss this in a moment as well. There's also WhatsApp campaigns and the abandoned cart for WooCommerce. And keep in mind that this AppSumo deal is tied to all future Pro Plan updates. So Acumbamail is split up into 4 main parts. So you have your main email campaigns. You can set up SMTP. Now, if you are using Acumbamail to send email marketing campaigns, then you don't need to set up your SMTP. But if you want to send transactional emails like logins or password reset emails, then yes, it is recommended to set up your SMTP. You also can send SMS campaigns as well. And of course, you can create a website and landing pages and also surveys that you can attach to your websites and your emails themselves. Now, let's first take a look at the emails section. You can see all of your main stats at a glance, so your most recent campaigns, whether or not they have been sent, the list that are receiving these specific emails, the date, how many emails were sent, and how many were opened. And you can view more extensive data in this campaign report right over here. Now, to create a new campaign, just click on New Campaign, and you have 4 options. So you can do a one-off email newsletter, you can set up an A/B test, set up an autoresponder email, or send an email that's connected to your RSS feed. Now, let's just say we want to create a one-off newsletter. So creating a campaign is split up into 5 steps. So in the first step, we need to update our main campaign settings right here. So I put my campaign name, which is a free checklist. So this email is about sending over a free checklist to my subscribers. So this is my email subject. You can add your sender email here and the pre-header as well, and the sender name. You can also configure the custom domain for the links inside your email and also connect your Google Analytics. Now let's go to the second step, which is choosing which list to send out this email to. So I have this main list right here, so I'm going to check that. You can also create segments of your main subscriber list. Now I don't have any segments, but that is an option. Now let's go to the templates. So these are the templates I created myself earlier, but you can browse from templates that Acumbamail created as well. And they have tons of templates that you can choose from. And they all are designed a little differently, some for different holidays, different campaigns, e-commerce, so on and so forth. And if you want to preview any one of them, you can just click on the thumbnail and you can take a look at the email. Now this one is a reset my password email. So this is a transactional email that you would send via your SMTP, okay? And let's take a look at this one. This one is more of like a summer campaign email. But since my email is more about like a freebie or a checklist, I'm gonna search for book. Okay, so these are all the templates that are related around books. Now I think overall, these templates are kind of outdated a little bit. This one is from 2020. So this is one template here. Now let's take a look at another one. Let's take a look at this one. This one is a little better. It even has a really nice looking footer, but at the same time, keep in mind that you will be replacing these nicely designed images. So yours will definitely look much different than what you see here in the template. So I think these templates are, just okay. I think other email marketing platforms offer better designed templates than what you see right here. Now I think this one looks pretty nice. There's a section where I can add an image of my checklist, also talk about my checklist in a very concise format. Now let's select this one. So I'm going to click on use template and I need to add a name for my template, then click on continue. Okay, now we are in the design step. So to edit this email template, we can click on anything and change it. So for this eyebrow text, I can say something like, attention digital entrepreneurs, grab my free checklist. All right, now let me switch out this book image. And now I'm clicking on the book, but I don't see on the right-hand tray a section where I can replace it. Let's see here. Okay, got it. So I need to select this entire section and click on change image. So I can upload an image from my computer. I can also import an image from Facebook, Google Drive, Box, Google Photos, and also OneDrive. And I can also search for free photos as well via Pexels and Pixabay. All right, so I uploaded an image of my checklist book. So I'm going to click on insert and okay, so it looks like my image of the book is replacing that entire background. So not exactly what I am looking for. Now I need to figure out how to undo what I just did. Now, if you look around, there is no button to undo an action. So earlier when I was testing out this tool, I was looking around and I thought that it was not a feature that was available. But at the bottom left-hand corner right here is the undo button. So it did take me a little while to find this button. So I'm going to click on the undo and let's go back. So it seems like I cannot change out this image of the book for this specific template, which is unfortunate. Now, for the sake of the length of this video, I'm just going to leave it as is, but I think it would be easier to change this image. So I'm going to click on this image, then click on change image and insert the image that I uploaded. And here we go. Okay, so this is how it looks like when you upload your own image. So on the right-hand rail, the right-hand tray, you can set up the width of your image. You can align it. You can give it a link action as well, connect it to a URL, and you can also add padding. Now, aside from changing out images, there's also other content blocks you can add. So you can add a title, paragraph, a list, a button, social icons, a video, a menu for the very top of your email, GIFs, stickers, a timer, a survey, and a content source. So a content source is basically an RSS feed. So you can drag this into your email and it'll automatically get updated with that content. And you can set up the wireframes as well by clicking on rows. So you can do a 1-column row, 2-column row, so on and so forth. And you can set up the settings, so the content area width, the background color, so on and so forth, including the default font. And you can click on test in devices to see how your campaign will be displayed on most devices and browsers in the market. So with my license tier 1, I have 10 tests that I can do per month, okay? So your limit will depend on which tier you get, okay? So with tier 1, you get 10, and then it increases the higher tier you go. So this is what that limit is referring to. Now let me click on launch test. Okay, so for whatever reason, when I click on launch test, nothing happens. Let me click on cancel. Let me try again, launch test. Okay, yeah, for whatever reason, I cannot use this feature. So just keep that in mind. I might need to contact support to figure out if this is a bug or an issue with my account. But we can click on preview and just see how it will look like on desktop and also on mobile. So this is another way to test it out. It might not be as accurate as the test in devices feature, but I think this standard preview mode should be sufficient. Okay, then we click on next. So this is my campaign summary. We can also send a test prior to sending it to our list. Now let me try test in devices one more time. Okay, now it works. It looks like it's gonna work. So let's give it a few moments here. Okay, perfect. So it's testing my email across all of these various devices right here. Now let's just give it a few more moments to complete. Okay, here we go. So we can take a look at how my email will look like across various devices and views. Let's take a look at Outlook Office 365, Windows 10 in dark mode. Okay, so as we could see here, my email will not be legible or readable in this specific device and browser. Let's take a look at iPhone 16. Okay, so I think this looks okay, even though I wish the image of the book was not blocked by the buy book here button. Now let's continue scrolling. Okay, the image that I uploaded I think looks okay. So I think in the iPhone 16 overall, it's not too bad, right? So I think this is a great feature to have just to make sure your email looks great across devices and browsers. Now this specific feature could theoretically replace another tool, like for example, Litmus. This tool does something very similar. So with Litmus, you can instantly preview your campaigns in 100 plus popular email clients. So you can make sure it looks good across devices and browsers. Now, many years ago, when I was working at a tech startup, we actually used Litmus to test it out before we send out email campaigns. So I think this feature inside Acumbamail is actually pretty valuable. Okay, so let me go back. So if all looks good, we can click on Send Campaign. This is a quick summary, then click on Send Campaign. All right, so your campaign is being sent. Go to campaign report and we are done. So that is how you can send a one-off email campaign inside Acumbamail. Now let me show you some other features. So I sent out a handful of other campaigns earlier. So let me show you this. What did you think email campaign? So you can see the campaign summary, the status of delivered emails, like how many were unopened, opened, and any spam complaints. There's also this pie graph that shows you the percentage of people who opened the email, unopened, and also the complaints as well. The status of sent emails. So how many were delivered, soft bounces, hard bounces, and the pie graph for that, and some general information right here. So I think the stats for your email campaigns are pretty good. You can also click on advanced to see the specific devices that were used to view your email, progress of mailing over time, a map of the opened emails, and you could also view a click map of your email. So for this specific email, I uploaded a survey and it looks like 50% of people clicked on this particular star. And I'll show you how the email looks like in a moment. You can take a look at the tracking URLs and the subscriber details here. Now I think this is my favorite report because you can see how many were opened, unopened, click-throughs, hard bounces, so on and so forth, all in this single view right here. Now let me click on See Email. So this is how that email looked like. Now let me pull that actual email, okay? So this is the actual email. So this is the text here. And then I created a survey inside Acumbamail, and then I put it inside this email, okay? So I asked, how would you rate my service? And then they can choose. Now let me click on maybe 3, and then it opens up into this survey view, okay? So this is the rating, and then you click on OK, and then it goes to the next question of your survey, and then click on send, and it says thank you for answering this survey. So that is how the survey feature works. Now let's take a look at the automations. So this is one I created a moment ago. So this is the trigger, okay? So whenever someone gets added into my leads list, they will get sent this email. Now let me edit it. I need to stop the automation first, click on accept. So for the trigger, let me click on edit. So this is the list. And then for the trigger, when new subscriber on the list, apply to already existing subscribers. So when this happens, you can choose from a variety of different actions. So select a module to be added to the workflow. So we can set a delay, a template, a fork, wait until something happens, a webhook on a specific date, update something, move someone to a different list, or send an SMS. So in my example, I clicked on a template, so send a template. Now let me click on edit. So this is the campaign name, email sender's name, the subject, the pre-header, and this is the actual email. Okay, now let me click on run. Okay, so workflow is being processed. This might take some minutes to complete. Now, when I was testing this out before, what I noticed was that this screen actually doesn't go away, and there is no way to exit out of this screen unless let me try to refresh. Okay, so now it goes away. So that's one little bug that I noticed, was that when you save an automation, you get that screen and there's no way to exit out of it unless you update the URL or just refresh the page. Okay, so this is your SMTP section. So again, this is primarily for transactional emails. And I didn't set this up because I don't use transactional emails, but if you did want to set this up, you need to contact their technical support for assistance. And same with the regular email campaigns, you can select from a variety of templates for the SMTP emails. And just to reiterate, I think the templates definitely has a lot of room for improvement. They don't really seem too eye-catchy, at least to me. And you can set up your SMS campaigns as well. Now with the SMS campaigns, the only way you can use it is if you purchase credits. And I don't think it is available on the AppSumo deal whatsoever. So you need to purchase your SMS credits either prepaid, or you could pay monthly and you'll be saving about 10% if you go the monthly route. So for 250 SMSs, it'll be $14. And then you can select how many SMS credits you want by selecting any number right over here. Next is the websites. So same as the templates for the email campaigns, the website templates are not the best, unfortunately. So these are the last websites I created. So you can create full-on websites or just one-off landing pages. So to create a new website, click on new website, and this is where you can do a multi-page site or just a landing page. Now let me click on create landing page, and you can browse from this list of templates. They also have a few link in bio landing page templates as well, which I noticed. Now let me open a landing page I created earlier. So it's this one right here. So it's a 3-step process. Okay, so first it's the settings. So you can name your landing page, give it the meta title, the meta description, and then next is the design step. So this functions very similarly to the email campaign creation step. So you can choose from a variety of content types. You can add an image, a button, a divider, HTML, video, so on and so forth. Now, same with the email campaigns. I think the editing functionality is just okay. It's not as intuitive to use compared to the other marketing tools, marketing automation tools that are out there. So if we want to change the color of this button, we can click on the background color and select, a different color like that. And we can change the text however we want to, make it italicized. Maybe we can change the text color to completely black so it's more legible. So this landing page is all about my marketing checklist. So I talk a little bit about my checklist, and then I added a form right over here. Now to add a form, you actually need to create it first, and then you can drag that form inside this landing page. And I'll show you how to create a form in a moment. But to add a form, you can click on Add Form, and then you can select the form in this list right here. Now, one thing that bugs me is this preview view on the left-hand side is not separate from the right-hand tray right here. So it's hard to sometimes edit elements on the left-hand side because it's hard to scroll to see what you want to change. Like say, for example, I want to change this text right here. I would need to scroll up, and when I scroll up, the whole screen moves up. And because of that, it prevents me from taking a look at what I want to change, right? So say, for example, I want to change the text color. I need to select this text, and then I need to scroll up and change the text color, right? But then I can't see the text color. So I need to scroll back down and take a look at it. You can also change the formatting and the text over here as well. I believe, yeah, you can change it over here. But what's interesting is that under text properties on the right-hand side, it's still red. So it's a little confusing. I wish there was a way where we can independently scroll on this right-hand rail instead of having the entire window scroll up and down. Okay, so once you are done editing your landing page, you can click on Next, which takes you to the last step where you can add your own custom domain, change the slug, and this is the URL of the landing page. And this is how that landing page looks like. Now, not the nicest landing page whatsoever. Like these elements right here, these 3 columns, these 2 rows are directly pulled from a template inside Acumbamail. I don't think it looks that nice. But of course, if you have a really good design eye, you of course can make this look much better. But this is just something I whipped up really quickly. So if someone clicks on Grab It Now, it'll scroll to the bottom to this form here. So I put down my first name and email, then click on Grab My Checklist. So this is the thank you email, and that form is connected to an automation. And this is the email that I automatically get when I fill out that form. Because when I fill out that form, it goes into my main list, and whenever someone enters that list, that automation that I showed you earlier gets triggered, and this is the email that automatically gets sent out. So this is my name, some text here, a GIF. So this is how the email looks like. You can also take a look at reports for your websites and landing pages as well, like the status of it, the type, how many views they received, click-throughs, and subscribers they've collected. And the last part is the surveys. Now you already saw a preview of it in an email earlier. So you can see at a glance all of the high-level statistics of each survey you've created, like how many questions the survey is asking, the attempts, how many were actually answered, the answer rate. You can turn it on or off. So let me go into this survey I recently created, and let me click on Edit Survey. So it's a 3-step process. The first step is the settings and the design. So you can see a preview of the welcome page right here. So you can update this heading right here, and you can see it on the right-hand side, add a description, and you can add your logo, and you can add a thank you message for the thank you page, and you can edit some standard basic styles right over here, like the colors. And you can preview the other parts of the survey as well, like your text inputs, your rating, multiple choice, and the thank you page. And again, all of these elements can be edited on the left-hand side. Next, we go to the questions. So for this specific survey, I asked 2 questions. So the first question is, how would you rate my service? And then the second one is this one right here. So would you recommend my services to a friend? We can also add more questions, and there's different types. So you can do a short text, long text, a statement, a single answer, multiple answer, rating, email address. You can also ask for their telephone. There's also a date and a number. And since my first question was a rating, I was able to add this survey in my email, like what you saw earlier. So depending on the type of question, you can add it to your email. But if it's like a short or long text as the first question, I don't think you'll be able to add it to your email. So just keep that in mind. And again, you can add these surveys on your websites and landing pages as well. So once you have created your questions, click on next, and you can set up your own custom domain for your survey. You can change the slug, and this is my share URL. And as I just mentioned earlier, you can add your templates as a customized row. You can add survey on website or landing page, or survey in newsletter. Now, only surveys that start with a scoring, single choice, or multiple choice question are able to be selected to be included in the email's design. In the email, the survey's first question will appear, and when clicked, the full survey will open in a new tab. And you just saw this process earlier. I just showed you that. And this is how the survey looks like. Now, I'm not exactly sure why it didn't add the additional text that I added just a moment ago. It might need some time to update, but taking a look here, I don't think it's saved. So I think it's because I didn't click on Save Draft or click on Next. I clicked directly into the Questions tab, I believe, which is why it didn't save. So just make sure you click on Save Draft. But in any case, this is how the survey looks and functions. So this is the welcome page. You click on Start, click on any star. And one thing I'm noticing is that for the number 3, the 3-star, I cannot select that. So it might be a bug, I believe. Not exactly sure why I cannot select the 3rd star, but let me just click on 5, click on OK, say whatever, then click on Send. And thank you for answering this survey. Now, regarding the integrations, so on the AppSumo deal page, they mentioned that you have incoming webhooks, Zapier, ConnectZit, Pabbly, and Integrately. So we did see the webhooks, but for Zapier, Pabbly, and Integrately, I don't see any of that in my integrations section. We can connect our an RSS feed here, but there doesn't seem to be any Pabbly, Integrately option in my integrations. There's webhooks. There's also the API that you can set up, but that's all I see for the integration. So I think I'll have to speak with support and have them figure out why I don't have access to the integrations listed in the AppSumo deal, including WhatsApp as well. I don't see that anywhere in the tool. And I also want to show you the agencies section. Now, this is a really great feature because if you are an agency, you can actually sell this tool as an email marketing solution for your agency clients. So I have license tier 1, so I have 20,000 emails, and you can allocate them per user, okay? So this is a user I added, and you can allocate how many emails this user can consume. So I can click on allocate credits, and for email credits, I can say something like this person can only send out 5,000, then click on assign. So emails remaining this month, 5,000. Also same with the SMS credits as well. And if we go to my extras, we can white label this platform, okay? So great for agencies. So I'm gonna click on create. Then we give it a name for our brand. So we can basically have our own email marketing tool that's fully white labeled that we can sell to basically anyone. And we can add the sender email. We can choose whether or not we want to deactivate all support options. We can set the interface language, the color, the logo, so on and so forth. Okay, so I added my logos here, then click on See Login Page. And okay, so this actually isn't correct. It should have my corporate color, and I should be able to see my logos because I did set this up earlier and it was showing, but Now when I'm wanting to show it to you guys, for whatever reason, the login page is this Acumbamail branded login page. So I believe there is a bug with this white label feature. So this is something that we would need to ask support to take a look at as well. And there are other extras you can add as well. So you can connect your Facebook audiences, you can clean your list. So within each list, you can analyze the quality at any time, and you can also clean the list, and you can optimize the list. So you can remove subscribers based on their activity within your campaigns, such as unopened, unclicked, or soft bounce. You can set up your custom domains, and there are these other extras on campaigns as well. So send to each subscriber at their most active time, automatic resend to non-openers, analysis of best time slot, analyze the quality of your campaigns, so on and so forth. And lastly, I do want to show you the marketing calendar. So you can click on marketing calendar right over here, or you can click on marketing calendar right over here. Now this is pretty cool because it tracks all the campaigns you've sent on a monthly basis. So today is March 3rd. And I sent out these 3 emails, and it's automatically recorded right here. So this is a great way to see at a glance, at a high level, all the marketing campaigns you've sent out. And I don't think I've seen this type of feature in other email platforms in the past. So I think this is a really great feature to have. I always like to see historically what emails I've sent out on what day and what week of that specific month. And you can create a new event as well. We can add the event name, the date, then click on create. Okay, so it looks like event added. Not exactly sure why. Okay, so that pop-up finally disappeared. Okay, so we have this event for March 10th. So a great way to plan all of your campaigns. Okay, so what are my honest opinions about this tool? What are my pros and cons? What do I like and dislike? So I really like the marketing calendar because you can see everything at a glance on a month-to-month basis of what type of email campaigns you've sent in the past. I do like how there is the SMTP and SMS functionality. There are other email marketing tools that do offer these, but it's through a different app or a different tool. So it's nice to see these 2 features already added into Acumbamail, but keep in mind that for the SMS, you do need to purchase credits. I really like their campaign statistics as well. You can see how many people clicked, opened, so on and so forth. And the email pre-header feature only shows pre-header text. So this is what I mean. So you can see the email subject line. So grab your free checklist. And this is the preview text. So you will be blown away by what's inside ... I really like how they don't show you any additional text that's pulled from the email. They only show you the preview text that you set up. Now, there are some other email marketing tools that also include the text pulled from the email, but this one only shows you that preview text, which is exactly what I like and what I want. There's also the custom unsubscribe page as well. Now, let me show you how that looks like and how you can edit that page. Okay, so under notifications in your lists section, you can set up the global settings like the custom logo, the colors. This is your confirmation email. You can decide whether or not you want to activate the confirmation email. So whenever someone goes into your list, do you want them to do that double opt-in, right? And this is the confirmation page. So we can select how your notification will be, like a link or a customizable fields, and we can preview that. So this is how it will look like, the logo, thank you for subscribing. And this is the unsubscription page, the unsubscribe page. So if they click on the unsubscribe link or the change my information link, this is how it will look like. And you can design this however you want. So this is how I designed it. I have my logo here, you can change the colors, and this is the area where you can change all of that. So that's a great feature that I really like about Acumbamail. Now, in terms of what I don't like, I think the UI UX is pretty poor. Now, as I'm recording this video, it might seem like the tool is easy to use, but I was using this all day and there's so many instances where I just couldn't figure out how to do something. And it was buggy as well. Like you've seen some of the bugs. It sometimes takes a while to load. I need to refresh. Also, as you saw, the templates for the emails and the pages are poorly designed. And there are no native integrations aside from those webhooks. Even though in the AppSumo deal page, there are integrations, maybe I do need to contact support to figure that out for my account. And also after saving automations, it's hard to go back into the tool. And you saw this as well. It says that it's updating, but then there's no way to exit out of that window and no native English text. So the company behind Acumbamail is actually Spanish. I believe they're from Spain. So their website is all in Spanish and the tool is in Spanish as well. And when they translate the text, you could tell that it wasn't translated by a native English speaker, which is unfortunate. Even when you click on help at the bottom left, then click on go to support, you could see here the Google Translate. So it's translating this help section into English. So whenever you read these articles, it doesn't necessarily read all that easily, which is unfortunate. And then when you click on the support button, you could see here, it's all still in Spanish. And if I click on contact, I did message a support last week. You could see it's still in Spanish. So a lot of parts of their main website, their support section, and also the tool itself is either still in Spanish or it's translated into English, but it's not translated by a native speaker, which might be okay for many of us. But as you are using the tool, sometimes it is hard to understand certain bits and pieces here and there, which ruins the whole experience. Now, if you want access to my must-have SaaS tools for digital entrepreneurs, this is a Notion doc that I update on a weekly basis. Just click this link right here to get access to that doc. And if you want to check out my other videos, feel free to click this next one right over here. If you enjoyed this video, the only way you can let me know is by smashing that like button and also leaving a comment below. And I invite you to subscribe to my channel. Thank you.